everyone! Today, we are going to delve into one of the most crucial yet often overlooked aspects of fluent English, the discourse markers. If you have wondered why some speakers sound so fluent, organized, and easy to follow, while others sound disconnected, choppy, the secret often lies in this mastery of these small but powerful words and phrases. By the end of the discussion, you will understand what discourse markers are, why they are important, and how they function across different contexts. We will explore their various types and we will give you some practical tips. So what exactly are discourse markers? So discourse markers are words or phrases that help to organize discourse that is our spoken or written language. They are the traffic signals of conversation, but they do not carry the core meaning of the sentence the way a noun or verb does. But they guide the listener or reader through the flows of ideas. Think of them as the glue that holds our sentence together. Linguists sometimes call them linking words, sentence connectors, or transitional phrases. Some classic examples that you use every day includes and, so, or, well, I mean, actually, however, therefore, for instance, on the other hand. To the propositional content, but to manage the structure and pragmatics of the conversation. They signal the relationship between ideas, showing how one thought connects to another.
A tour of common discourse markers by function. So now, let's categorize some of the most frequent markers by their primary logical function. First, starting a topic or introducing an idea. Words like, well, for example, well, I think we should begin. Another word like so, for example, so let's get down to business. Another word is right. For example, right. The first item on the agenda is. So next we have the adding information. So these are words like and, also, furthermore, moreover, in addition, and besides. So for the third one, we have the showing cause and effect. So these are words like so, therefore, thus, consequently, as a result, because, since, and as. And take note, words like because, since, and as can also be a subordinating conjunctions. So for the fourth one, we have the contrasting and conceding. So these are words like but, however, nevertheless, on the other hand, although, even though, while, otherwise, and alternatively. And take note also that words like although, even though, and while are often conjunctions. So for the fifth one, we have the giving examples. So these are words like, for example, for instance, such as, and to illustrate. So for the last one, we have the summarizing and concluding. So these are words like so, to sum up, in conclusion, in a nutshell, and all in all. So now let's delve into the spoken versus written distinction. So it's vital to recognize that the use of discourse markers differs significantly between spoken and written English. So in informal speech, we rely heavily on interpersonal markers that help us manage the conversation in real time. So we use fillers like to hold our turn, and phrases like, you know, I mean, to buy time, soften statements, or check for understanding. So while sometimes frowned upon, they are a natural part of spoken fluency. So, in formal writing, these interpersonal markers are generally avoided. So, instead, we use more formal, single word markers or phrases to create logical structure. So, these are words like however, therefore, furthermore, consequently, and in contrast. So, the focus is on clarity and elegance and not on conversational management.
So, how can you be more proficient? First, listen actively. Pay attention to how speakers in podcasts, interviews, conversations use these little words. Notice how they speak and the rhyme they created. This helps you understand the natural flow of placement of your discourse markers in communication. Second, read widely. See how professional writers use transitional phrases to build their arguments smoothly. Next, practice consciously. The next time you write an email or prepare a short talk, pause before you speak or pause before you start. And then ask yourself, what is the logical relationship between my points? Do I need to add, contrast, give examples, or show a result? Then, choose your markers deliberately. Practicing with awareness trains you to use markers naturally. Lastly, record yourself. Speak for 1 minute on a simple topic and then review. See how many discourse markers did you use. Were they effective? It can help you notice patterns and improve your speaking skills over time.
So, in summary, the discourse markers are the invisible architecture of our language. They are the tiny cogs that make the large machines of communication to run smoothly. They transform a list of facts into a compelling stories and a set of points into persuasive arguments. So, mastering them is not about memorizing a list. It is about understanding the logic and the rhythm of English. They are, in essence, the key to moving from being merely grammatically correct to being truly coherent and fluent.